Hi, it is August 24th, 2015. It is Monday, first day of school for most people, so of course everything's crazy. I have no kids, so I didn't have to deal with that. However, when it is back to school day one, it sort of kind of affects my business and things slow a little bit, but that's okay because I'm the type of person, I have no issues working a million hours to make things work, which is what I'm doing right now. I have been working 12-hour shifts, sometimes taking an hour or two in between as a break to go somewhere and do something and come back and work again. But it has worked for me, and it doesn't make me feel like I'm working all the time. The reason I decided to do, this blog today, that hurts, is to kind of tell you a couple things that have been going on in my life. So let's talk about the Bountiful Baskets thing that I've been doing. I didn't do it last week. This week I decided to go organic. I will be picking it up on Friday, so I'll let you guys know all about that. I'm really excited to see what could possibly be in an organic basket versus the non-organic basket, and if it looks like there's a huge difference, then I might just go ahead and spend the extra $10 a week to go ahead and do that. Then I got a new fruit, and it's usually you find it in the exotic fruit section, and it's called a cherry moya. It is green. It looks kind of scaly, like a dinosaur egg, like if you ever watched Game of Thrones, that's what it would remind you of. With this fruit, what you have to do is you have to make sure it's somewhat soft in order for you to eat it, which means it's ripe. Then you cut it down the middle. I would suggest scraping it out and then eating the stuff itself like that, because you cannot eat the seeds. The seeds themselves are toxic. It is a little expensive. It's about the size of grapefruit. It's about anywhere between $5 and $7 for one piece, but it's not something you would eat in one sitting. I would say you'd maybe do 2 sittings, 3, depending on how big your stomach is. If you're a normal person, you'd be able to do it in 2 settings. For myself, I think it'd probably take me 3 settings to get through it. So it's part of my challenge. If every time I go to the grocery store, I try a different kind of food, or I try a different kind of fruit or vegetable, just so I can get a little, variety in my diet instead of sticking with the same thing. I don't like having the same thing all the time. Another thing that has been on my mind as far as eating fruits and vegetables and that sort of thing is the GMO thing. If you don't know what GMOs are, and I think I might have touched on this in my last video blog, GMOs are genetically modified organisms. And so what they do is they go in and they modify the seeds to where they want the fruits and vegetables to grow a certain way or for a certain amount of time, or they want it to be a certain kind of blend of tomato. That's a good example. There is one company that is in charge of pretty much all the seeds, even in third world countries, and they control what kind of modifications your vegetables and fruits are getting. Now, there is a little bit of debate, and the debate is that because they are doing that, you're not getting the full nutrient value that you would have if they weren't doing it. Another thing that this company goes and does is, since they control the seeds, the farmers are not allowed to keep the seeds and regrow the next year. They have to buy the seeds again. I don't think that's a good thing, and I'm completely against that. So, one thing I'm trying to do is to be more aware of if the food that I'm eating is GMO food or not. I don't like to shop at Whole Foods just because I think it's way too expensive. But if I pay more attention to the brands, some brands will actually say non-GMO on them, or gluten-free. or free range or whatever, and that should help me a little bit. That's probably the reason I decided to go organic this week. So we're doing that. I made vegan chili today, and it was way spicy, but it's enough for like a week, so I'm pretty good. And the entire thing cost me like $15, and it's like, it's serious, I'm not kidding. It's like in a pot like this and like this, like all full of chili. What else? I am surrounding myself with more positive people. Like I said, I am not letting anybody fuck with me anymore. It's been really therapeutic that I'm doing that. I'm going to try to go to yoga on Saturday. I've been telling myself I'm going to go, and I haven't. Got a new suspension rig in my living room, so it just looks freaking crazy when you walk in my house. Like, you would think this type of thing is in a regular house, and it's in an apartment. I'm way impressed with it. I'm really happy that my friend did this for me. What else can I tell you? I don't think there's much going on. Oh, activated charcoal. Let me go show you what this is. Oh, you can get this at your store. I got this on Amazon. Let's see. Oops, sorry. Swanson activated charcoal. They come in pill form. Now, what this is supposed to do is you're supposed to take it for digestive issues or bowel issues. Like, that's what you're supposed to take 2 of these a day. I don't take it for that. I don't even swallow this. What I have been doing, and I started this today, is that I'm using it as I brush my teeth. So I brush my teeth normally, and then I take the toothbrush and I put some paper towels under it, and then I open the capsule up and I pour this on top of the toothbrush, and then I brush my teeth, which looks really weird, and I should do it one day so you guys can see this on film. And my entire freaking mouth turns black and gross, and just like I look like a zombie. And what that is supposed to do is it's supposed to whiten your teeth. Sounds crazy, totally works. I'm going to do it for a couple days to see how white I can get them. I took a before picture, and then I had my partner take an after picture, and I could definitely see a slight difference. See, it's all over your fingers. But yeah, this was like, this particular brand I think was like $9. I have Prime. It's free shipping. There's 120 in here. That's like 4 months worth of, if you did it every day, that's 4 months worth of brushing your teeth and that stuff. Something you guys can try. Another thing that I'm thinking of doing is switching to Dr. Bronner's soap. And if you haven't heard of Dr. Bronner's, I highly suggest you look it up. Now, here's what I will say. Dr. Bronner's is a highly religious person, and a lot of his stuff on his labels will be religious, like, you know, saying that God is someone you should turn to and all this other stuff. I don't think by buying his product I'm supporting that. It's a natural product. He does shampoos. He does some lotions. He does, he's not alive anymore. He does bar soaps. He does household cleaners. He does liquid soap, which is what I'm going to be using. And it lasts forever. And I don't think I have felt any cleaner than when I've used his than anything else. So that's a little product review. What else? Finally got, please excuse the part on my arm because I burnt myself making cupcakes. So finally got my Seek bracelet today, and I haven't really been wanting to take it off. It's been really calming for me to have it on. So I plan on trying to keep it on as long as possible. I need to start dressing properly. I think that would bring me closer to my goal of being an active Sikh member. So we did that. Went to the grocery store today, brought the dog with me, and he was perfectly fine. So well behaved. I will tell you this. My dog does not like children. At least anybody who's under 4 feet tall. So I have been watching the Caesars dog whisperer guy stuff, and occasionally he says something that actually makes sense. And one of the things that he said that made sense was, like, if your dog reacts to people as he walks towards them, walk the other side. Don't become the problem. You know, obviously that person's not going to know that they need to walk to the other side of the store, not the store, but the aisle, so that you avoid it. What I did is I was in Kmart, and every time I would walk down the aisle and there'd be a kid, either I would turn around and go the other way, or if I started to walk towards a section and I wanted to go down that aisle, I would go down the opposite aisle so that I would avoid that situation altogether. Yes, it added an extra 5 or 6 minutes to my shopping experience, but I avoided having any issues. Little suggestion if you have a service dog that is doing that. So, and then I also bought some stuff to support my friend who's diabetic, so I can make the cupcakes again that I made the last time, so I can sift the flour properly, so I can add bananas to it, because I think that's going to be freaking delicious. And, yeah, so I know I'm kind of rambling. It was a good day, and it was a really good week last week, so I thought I'd just share it with you and see how you guys are doing. If you're on my Facebook, say hi. If you're not, if you're on my Twitter, say hi. I can't tell you guys my Twitter on here because it's not proper. Anyways, I hope you're doing well and that you find something that makes you happy each and every day. Have a good one.